Alright, dividing fractions. When you divide fractions, you convert all the mixed numbers to improper fractions, multiply by the reciprocal, so we do keep, change, flip, simplify if possible, then multiply the numerator by the numerator, denominator by the denominator, and simplify at the end. And remember, the integer rules still apply. If it's a negative divided by a positive, the answer is negative. If it's a negative divided by a negative, the answer is positive. And of course, if it's a positive divided by a positive, the answer is positive. Number 1. Negative 2/5 divided by negative 4/8. I'm going to keep my first number, change division to multiplication, take the reciprocal of the second number. Do not simplify until you have flipped the second number. Now I look and see if there's anything that can simplify. I have 2 and 8 in the numerator, 5 and 4 in the denominator. I'm going to pick 8 and 4 because those are the bigger numbers. I could simplify 2 and 4, but then I'd have to simplify it again. So I'm just going to pick 8 and 4. 4 will go into both 8 and 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 4 divided by 4 is 1. Now there's nothing else that I can do. 2 times 2 is 4. 5 times 1 is 5. And a negative times a negative is a positive. So my answer is positive 4/5. When you divide by mixed numbers, just like multiplying with mixed numbers, you have to convert them to improper fractions. The exact same way we did on multiplying. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. Keep your sign and your denominator. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. Keep your denominator. We're going to change division to multiplication and take the reciprocal of the second fraction. Now I see if there's anything that can simplify. I have 11 and 4 on top and 2 and 15 on bottom. 2 will go into both 2 and 4, so I simplify. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Now I multiply. 11 times 2 is 22. 1 times 15 is 1. Is 15. And a negative times a positive is a negative. Now I'll look to see how many times 15 will go into 22. 15 will go into 22 one time. With 7 left over. This is my whole number. 7 is my numerator. And I keep the same denominator. Negative 5, negative 1, and 7 over 15. Number 3. 5/6 divided by 10 over 21. There are no mixed numbers to convert to improper fractions, so I'm just going to do keep, change, flip. I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. I have a 5 and 21 on top and a 6 and 10 on bottom. 5 and 10 will both simplify by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 10 divided by 5 is 2. 6 and 21 will both simplify by 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 21 divided by 3 is 7. And now I multiply. 1 times 7 is 7. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 will go to 7 one time with 3 left over. 1 3/4. Number 4, 9 over 14. Number 4, I have 9 over 14 divided by negative 2 over 7. I don't have anything to convert, so I'm just going to multiply by the reciprocal. Keep the first number, change division to multiplication, take the reciprocal of the second number. Now I look to see if anything will simplify. I have 7 on top and 14 on bottom. 7 will go into both of those. 7 divided by 7 is 1. 14 divided by 7 is 2. 9 times negative 1 is negative 9. 2 times 2 is 4. I need to convert it back to a mixed number. 4 will go into 9 2 times with 1 left over. Negative 2 and 1/4. Number 5. Negative 6 over 13 divided by negative 3. I'm going to put negative 3 over 1. And I'm going to keep the first number, change division to multiplication, take the reciprocal of the second number. I look to see if anything will simplify. I have 6 and 1 on top and 13 and 3 on bottom. 3 will go into 3 and 6. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 3 divided by 3 is 1. Now I multiply. 2 times 1 is 2. 13 times 1 is 13. A negative times a negative is a positive. So my answer is 2 over 13. Number 6. 10 divided by negative 3 and 1/3. I'm going to put 10 over 1 to make it a fraction. I'm going to change my mixed number to an improper fraction by multiplying 3 times 3 is 9 and adding 1 to make 10. I change the division to multiplication, take the reciprocal of the second number. Now I simplify if possible. On top I have 10 and 3. On bottom I have 1 and 10. 10 will go into both 10s. So 10 divided by 10 is 1. 1 times negative 3 is negative 3. And 1 times 1 is 1. So my answer is negative 3. Number 7. Negative 5 and 1/4 divided by 2 and 1/3. I'm going to change these to improper fractions. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 1 is 21. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Change division to multiplication. Take the reciprocal of 7/3. I look to see if anything will simplify. On top I have 21 and 3. On bottom I have 4 and 7. I know that 21 and 7 will both simplify by 7. So I'm going to divide 21 divided by 7 is 3. 7 divided by 7 is 1. 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times 1 is 4. And a negative times a positive is a negative. 4 will go into 9 2 times with 1 left over. So it is negative 2 and 1/4. Number 8 is 15 divided by negative 4 and 1/6. We're going to put 15 over 1. We're going to convert negative 4 and 1/6 to an improper fraction. 6 times 4 is 24, plus 1 is 25. Change division to multiplication. Take the reciprocal of negative 25 over 6. That gives you negative 6 over 25. On the top, I have 15 and 6. On the bottom, I have 1 and 25. 5 will go into 15 and 25. 15 divided by 5 is 3. 5 divided by 5 is 5. 3 times negative 6 is negative 18. 1 times 5 is 5. 5 will go into 18 3 times with 3 left over. And a positive divided by a negative is a negative. The answer is negative 3 and 3/5. Number 9. 1 divided by 4/7. Keep your first number. Change division to multiplication. take the reciprocal of the second number. And 1 times 7/4 is 7/4. 4 will go into 7 one time with 3 left over. 1 3/4.